Good morning. This is Ken from Silver Hills 3, and this is the Grenada Cruisers Net for Monday, September the 20th. First off, any priority issues, those would be safety, navigation, medical, or security priority. Come now. Plenty happening in the North Atlantic, hopefully nothing coming near us. First of all, Tropical Storm Peter will brush past the northern leewards, but we may see some swells down here in a day or so. And by the way, the no movement is canceled as of 5 a.m. this morning, so we're back to normal moving around under the COVID regulations all week. And we have not heard yet, it'll probably come out tomorrow, whether there's another lockdown weekend on the weekend. These are the stats for yesterday, September 19th. 236 new positive cases. Number of people in hospital, 73. And isolation, 2,675 people in isolation. And small print here. Total cumulative confirmed cases for Grenada since day one is 4,077. And 55 deaths so far.
Highest any country has been since the pandemic began. So it's a pretty big deal that we have right now.
That's true. We've been seeing that depressing statistic. Grenada never really had a wave, and this is it. And of course, we waited until the Delta was well developed before we had Grenada's wave, and it's not looking good.
It is so hot here constantly, like brutal, dying in the heat. Yesterday, the temperature was well over 40 degrees Celsius and there was not a drop of wind. I got greedy and I decided in the evening, just as the sun was setting, to go play my virtual reality games, video games up on the bow of the boat. Sometimes I can be tough and pig-headed like a bull, and I was ignoring the heat yesterday, and I was so excited for the opportunity to play video games on such a calm boat. I went up in the heat and started playing anyways. I got heat stroke again, and that's my third time since I got to Grenada getting heat stroke. I was in virtual reality fighting with my laser swords when my vision went all funny, and I went down on the bow of the boat and I passed out on the deck. When I eventually came to in an awkward, crumpled position, disoriented and confused, and started to figure out what was going on, I pulled off the virtual reality goggles and looked around. This is my third time having heat stroke, so I recognized the symptoms and I knew that I was in trouble. The temperature was over 40 degrees Celsius, and by exercising on deck with no breeze, I just pushed my body over the limit. I realized I was heat stroking and I crawled my way along the side deck, got back to the cockpit, ditched the VR gear, stripped off my bikini, and I happened to have a life jacket in the cockpit. I kind of threw it on as my vision was going funny and my heart was just fibrillating wildly, trying to compensate, but I couldn't think clearly. I got the life jacket on and dropped myself into the water, and I did manage to hook an arm on the swim ladder when I passed out again. I woke up sometime later floating behind the boat. It's disoriented and confusing, and it's a terrible feeling to come back from unconsciousness in a life jacket floating in the water. Being out here alone with a heart condition in the extreme heat, I'm sort of a cold-blooded Canadian, it's really dangerous for me. I have nobody to help me when things go wrong. I'm a tough girl and I know what to do, but it doesn't make it fun or safe. It was a really close call that scared me again. By 11 a.m., the air temperature is at body temperature and the humidity is still at 60%. It is brutally hot inside the boat. It's setting up to be just as hot a day here in Grenada today. pure sun, not a drop of breeze, and hot as can be. So I've decided that since I'm not locked down anymore and I have a temporary opening of freedom, we're gonna go snorkeling. I gotta do something to get off the boat. I've been alone for 2 weeks. I'm going shack wacky and I need something to do. First, I need to perform some boat magic and get the dinghy dropped and the dinghy engine mounted on the transom, but I'm not going to bore you with the details. We're just going to use magic. Okay, the dinghy's launched now, and I can't bring this camera with me because it's not waterproof, and this is the only camera with audio. I'm going to wear a holy moo-moo and go off around the corner to go diving. I will have dive cameras with me, so I'll be able to show the adventure to you, and I'll put music to it so it's easier to watch. I think I have dinghy engine problems, which I'll have to face when I get back. Well, I spent about 45 minutes snorkeling around, and then my fingers get all puckered, and that's usually enough for me.